You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Obstacles will get in the way, stumbling blocks to hinder your day. But you can't afford to let them stop you, no matter how hard it is to go through. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Endurance shall win in the ending. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Strong positive mind, negative thoughts, leave them behind. We got to go forward in sure certainty. Let no element humbug that possibility. But if you give up, you have no way of knowing if next day would have brought good tidings. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. We gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. We know it's a long and winding road, and we got a heavy load, but we have to hold it straight. Get up and try again, because behind every dark cloud, there's a
I need you, Lord,
so don't give up hope.
right now. Yeah, yeah. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. He ever loves and cares for His own. I must Jesus. I must Jesus. I cannot be. No. My burdens alone. I must Jesus. I must Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind and compassionate friend. If I ask Him, He will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must Jesus. I must Jesus. I cannot be. I must have Jesus. My burdens alone. I must have Jesus. I must have Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. What must I do when worldliness calls me? What must I do when tempted to sin? I must tell Jesus, and He will help me over the world, victory to win. I must tell Jesus. I must have Jesus. I cannot be. No. My burdens alone. I must have Jesus. I must have Jesus. Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? Lord Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother. Cover my sister. Them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation, grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond the wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul, with all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams. It is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, They may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, as you want to know, only Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, better known as X. You can go over there and share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, share it on WZYE TV and YouTube, share it on Twitter, WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And you know, we say on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics, we originate, we don't imitate. Let me bring in my partner, the man himself, the one and only one, the man fantastically, splentastically known as the one and only, the man from a certain part in the country in Trinidad and Tobago, the man himself, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure being here. How was your Sunday thus far?
You know, I can't complain at all, you know. Sunday's a good day, man. Sunday fun day, they say, you know.
All right, all right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tommy, yesterday I was a ripe, young 55 years of age.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday.
Hey, listen, thank you very kindly, man. No, no, Tommy. Let me say the truth. I was 65 years of age yesterday.
Happy
I'm gonna
Earth
tell the truth.
Strong.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So for all those tuned in, you all know how young I am now. You know what I mean? We keep it real with you guys, and we tell you guys the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yesterday was 420.
420, yeah, 420, man.
It's,
420.
it
It's a
was
good
some,
day.
yeah, it was something special about that. I don't remember the details though.
Yeah, there's some. I've been told there is something special about 420. I've been told that. But let's go to our Sunday quote or pledge to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and by an extension the world.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The only program on the planet, Tommy, the only program on the planet without oath/pledge to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, where we bring you the facts, the whole facts, and nothing but the facts. And we can say, Tommy, as well, the truth, the whole truth, no half truths or misleading truths, and nothing but the truth.
That's right. Straight
Yeah,
up and down.
you know, some people don't like to hear truth, you know, Tommy. Right?
It's painful. It's painful to many.
It's painful you're being generous, Tommy. You know, Jeff Bezos, the gazillionaire, said, in all organizations, you need truth mechanism. You need truth mechanism. If you don't have truth mechanism in your organization, it's not going to be very successful. So we need truth mechanism. And that's what you get here on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. The truth the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me go over to the chat here, see who joined us this beautiful Sunday. Hey, look who come first. You see, Tommy?
Let me check.
Look, you from up in Canada. You from Mississippi, Canada. Next thing they're gonna say, oh, she don't even know it's Mississauga. No, folks. That is pun, eh? Go ahead. You see? Eiley coming. Eiley was first in Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. Eiley, welcome. And of course, here is our great friend Capitan with his sidetrack message. Great is the PM. Yeah? Bijram boy from Fishing Pond. Good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. Happy African Emancipation Day on the Rowley. A new heading this to distract people. Today's menu, dal rice and cascadoo boy. What?
What?
What boy? Hey, Bijram, see if you could send some of that by TT Post virtually. TT Post. Send some of that virtually by TT Post. The man say today menu boy. First of all, Tommy, you have to chuck in something first. Yeah, chuck in. Happy African Emancipation Day on the Rowley. We go get into that, eh? That is our next EG. What did we add, Tommy? EGS? What was the S for again? I forget, boy. We know it was an EG. I forget what the S. Anyway, folks, if you don't know, EG is election gimmick.
And stunts.
Oh, yes. Election gimmick and stunts. EGS, election gimmick and stunts. We have plenty stunts today. General election upcoming. So it's stunt after stunt after stunt. EGS after EGS after EGS. Election gimmick, boy. But we're going to hear what the political leader of NJAC had to say. We're going to hear what Kafra Kambon had to say. And it will be shocking for some of you that some people who should have been consulted, they even get an email. At least they could have sent them an email like how them fellas get paid $900,000 for email and meetings and things. They could have sent them a little email, Tommy. They don't have to pay for it.
Well, if they didn't pay, they're sending.
Oh, the correct is right. Correct is right. If you ain't paying, we ain't sending. Yeah,
you see, we don't get nothing because we ain't get paid.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Yeah, correct is right. So, Captain Singh say real murders. Which murders Capitan talking about?
Yeah, that real thing going on.
Talking about the 19 babies that died?
No, man, it have that all of that being overshadowed by
the travel and 17 billion what they bring into Trinidad. Tommy, I have to give Prime Minister Rowley credit, You know why?
Yeah.
He does lie with a straight face. No, seriously. Tommy, do you honestly believe $17 billion came into Trinidad in the last 9 years due to all the traveling that the Prime Minister have done? 17 billion. We're going to get to that too. 17 billion.
The next thing you were trying to do is sell me the Brooklyn Bridge.
Now, I might try the Williamsburg Bridge first because I think that's shorter. That might be a little cheaper. I'll go try that one first. Before. And Tommy, we have another news story here. The chairman of NGC, he does get paid $1.2 million a year.
That's TT or US?
Tommy, that's a good question. I wasn't sure if it was TT or US. But anyway, let me say it's TT. Let me just say it's TT. I ain't sure, you know. But somebody can tell us. But we have that story too as well. One, the man gets 100,000 a month. 100,000. And he's sitting on about 55 boards. Look. Caribbean Soul, thank you. Happy belated birthday. Hey, Capitan. You know, so let me ask the question. If I go to Trinidad, can I get pension? Can I get that pension to me for people 65 and older?
You wouldn't be eligible
Why not?
because you haven't lived in Trinidad long. Would not have lived in Trinidad long enough.
How long you had to live in Trinidad?
The details I'm not sure. I think maybe 15 years. I don't know.
Nah. I know people living in Trinidad 15 years and collecting pension.
Well, somebody probably pull a string for them, but I don't know what the details are. But you have to be in Trinidad for a certain amount of time before you are eligible.
Can somebody give the details how I could collect my pension in Trinidad and Tobago, please? Because I am a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. If I move back to Trinidad, why I can't collect a pension? Isn't it for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? Matilda,
yeah, there's a qualification criteria.
Well, I mean, Trinidad is a fully corrupted place. So, what's the big deal? Any a man pay, I think it is. We're going to have that story too. A man pay Tommy to get pardon. A few $1 million to get pardon. Hear that? A man pay to get pardon. Think it's easy. Right? Matilda, welcome. Yeah, election gimmick Shane, boy. Yeah, Troy Smith, I see that press release, you know. Good afternoon, Ansem and Uncle Tommy. Congratulations to the PSA on your win against a 4% offer by this RPNM government. I wonder if some of them who wanted the 4% are feeling. I guess they are elated. You know what, Troy Smith? Hear what should happen, eh? Hear what should happen. I just say that. Tommy, in my estimation, all the RPNM, especially the ones who are black, and was fighting on 91.9 FM against the 4%, the PSA president should strike them name off the list and don't give them anything if they get anything above 4%. In my estimation. Yes, Tommy.
It makes sense.
Any one of them, and it have one on 91.9 that was called she the PSA hater. The PSA hater. What's his name? Is Leroy Batiste? That is his name, Tommy? That is the president of the union, the PSA. If I was president of the PSA, any one of them, especially the RPNM callers, and they was fighting against the 4%, yeah? If they get more than 4%, them wasn't getting a penny over 4%. Not one penny. Yeah, I said it. Not a penny for them. They're wicked and evil just like the RPNM. Yeah. You know what? Bijram, we go contact Ansel Roger. We go contact. Who's that? Old hombre hoggy eating like a PNM hog on a trough. Capitan, I don't understand what you don't be right. You don't be. Oh God. All right. Walls, you go get jail. What will get jail for? Nah. Yeah, I go take jail. You know what, Tommy? Seriously, I go take jail. They ain't getting a penny over 4%. Not one penny. You know what? I gain them 4% and tell them go by the RPNM for them to get the rest. 4%. and go by the RPM to get the rest. All you don't like all yourself. A man fighting for all you, and all you fighting against he. Eh? Thanks, Joy. Thanks for that. Yeah? Rishi, welcome. Here the game, not the player. Love Rowley.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Capitan say, if you own a house, you cannot get old age grant.
No,
No,
it's
I go
not.
put the house in I go put the house in one of my family member name.
If you own a house, you cannot get old age grant. Who says who?
But look, Capitan saying, I don't know if that is true.
I know plenty of people who have their own house and getting old age grant.
Capitan, what kind of information again we do? Tommy, Caribbean Soul say you're wrong. Was
About
she
what I just said?
to say to
Well,
stop?
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I don't know how many years it is, but I know you have to be in Trinidad for X amount of years before you can collect.
Okay. All right.
I
Let me
stand
see.
corrected, Caribbean Soul. Yes, somebody let us know what the right amount of years you have to be in Trinidad for to get old age pension, because I know you can't just come from the States and get it right away. I know my mother was in Trinidad for a certain amount of years, and she was advised to go see if she can collect, and when she went, they denied her.
She didn't know the right person then. It's Trinidad, I don't know.
That too.
Oh, God. Yeah. Capitan say I vote in PNM once I get a jersey, a PNM flag, and a Vuvuzela.
Venezuela.
A Venezuelan. I think that's what capital means. Yeah. Matilda, you welcome.
Remember the Venezuela when it had the World Cup in
But I think he mean Venezuela. I want to think that because that's Zelua at the end.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
I just think
Let
they
me
were.
take off, let me take off first voice. No, they from you.
All Street and Uncle Tony, in both pass a law in 2016. If you live in away, you can't get no pension. You have to come over here and live for 4 years and show that your address and thing back again living over here. And then you will start to get pension. And you have to apply it, and 2 years after, you'll get pension. So if you're 67 and you have to wait until that 5 years, 67 time you reach 73, you're dead.
Oh gosh.
Oh God. So Tommy, you know what I could do then, Tommy? I could move back to Trinidad,
Mm-hmm.
establish a residency, and just travel. You know what I mean?
You think that will work?
Yeah. That go work. They go in customs and check to see if I'm traveling. Them and that smart.
No, they're gonna send somebody quietly to check your neighbor, to interview your neighbor.
Or like for your ID card.
Exactly.
Nah, them in too sophisticated to do that.
You'll be surprised.
No. Once you reach in the country, them leaving you alone. Tommy, when they deport people and they come in the airport and them come through the airport, anybody just follow them after that?
Well, deported is a different story, you know.
Oh, that's a different story. That's
But
worse.
deported, you can't travel.
No, but them in the country, them is who them should be making sure that they know their whereabouts. I just collecting taxpayers' money as a citizen of the country.
I hear
What's
you.
wrong with that? Eh?
I hear you.
I ain't supposed to collect nothing. As a Trinidadian, the first 18 years of my life I spent in Chumaca, Lavantil. When I used to get water, I used to get water half a day. They sent me to a junior secondary school. I went to school for 4 hours a day, 20 hours a week, while the other people was going to school 8 hours a day. Eh? I ain't supposed to make up for that. I'm supposed to get reparations, Tommy.
All right. If you say so.
But Tommy ain't agreeing with me at all, boy. He not agreeing with me. I
I hear,
don't.
I hear in here, but I know how the system works.
On my own with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bijam say Jennifer Frederick fight down the union leader to accept 4%. Yeah, fight him down, Fight the man down. Oh God, take the 4%. You know, maybe go to the industrial court. Man, what is his name? Leroy Batiste? Is Leroy Batiste his name? Wherever his name is, I would have make it. I'm going before the board of the PSA and tell them if we get anything above 4%, that is one person, she ain't getting a dime above 4%. Not one dime. By the way, what she does do? I wonder what she does do. What type of work she does do? I wonder.
Somebody in the chat got to inform you.
Yeah, folks. Do you all know what type of work she does do for the PSA? I really don't know. I don't know. Have a next voice. No, dear. I'm gonna take this next voice.
Good day, Anselm and Uncle Tommy. Well, it's a very good thing that the PSA won the negotiations. And I wonder how people like Jenny feeling knowing she was clamoring for this 4% up and down on 91.9, balling out. She was 4%, she won 4%. According to you, they should just take all them people who was clamoring for the 4% and put them on one list and give them the 4% and give the other people the proper bargaining that they're getting.
Thanks. Correct is right. I agree with you. You should take all of them on the 91.9, the RPNM radio programs, and all of them was fighting against the 4%. Put them in a special bucket. Put them in a red bucket. A red bucket, right? A red 4% bucket, Tommy. That bucket is the red bucket with 4%. And put
4%.
that Balize on top of it, right? So you could distinguish them from the rest of people who was fighting for what they would justifiably do. Yeah?
Yep.
Boy, you know, boy. It's some real wicked people to their own self, boy.
Party first.
You're being generous, not just party. And Balize house with it too. And these are the facts, These are the facts. Them will go on the radio station and fight down the man who fighting for them. Tommy, we have to be missing something, Tommy. What are we missing?
Party.
That is it?
That is it. Whatever my party wants is what I do.
So whatever your party tell you, just follow blindly. That's what you're telling me.
That's it.
Tommy, nah. I can't just go along just so with that, man. There has to be more to it. In this day and age, you have somebody fighting for you, for you, and you telling the man, boy, just take the 4% now. What are you fighting for me for? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I good.
Sad. That's why, yeah, they should put them get them 4%. Let them get a percentage, but only get them 4%. Nothing more. Not a penny more. Yeah? Just because they're fighting for their party and they don't want their party to look bad, but it's not nothing to look bad. People work hard.
Not only that, the cost of living is climbing sky high every day.
Now them don't care about that. Them care about cost of living.
Well, cost of living care about them.
I had a video here about one of them fellas calling, I go find it. He was calling the radio station and telling them that I don't know why the man fighting. Leave we, let we take we 4%. We happy with we 4%. We want we 4%.
I remember that.
Yeah, I looking for it while we talk, man. The man say, leave we want we 4%. You know, you have a man fighting for you, fighting hard for you to get something, and yeah, here it is, here it is.
About B-boy, especially Mr. James Lambert. Look at your age. And you don't want to give me money, boy. We want 4%. We need our 4%. Why are you doing us that? On the other hand again, this guy called Ramkisoon, Sean Felix, I've been following this man, I've been hearing him on radio when he gets interviews. Sean Felix, this guy is not...
Yeah, Tommy?
Yep.
The man wants...
B-boy, especially Mr. James Lambert. Look at your age. And you don't want to give me money, boy. We want 4%. We need our 4%. Why are you doing us that? On the other hand again, this
man upset, boy.
Mm-hmm.
He want the 4%. Yeah. Don't care what you think. The man want the 4%, boy. All right. Let me go back to the chat. Joel Sprang says, if the RPNM bought 17 billion investment into TNT, why you still need property tax, higher electricity rates and water rates, and they're running budget deficit still and dipping into the HSF and putting 1.2 billion in late payments into the HSF, according to the Auditor General report. Hey,
very good.
I feel Joel take a look at what we was coming with, you know. I feel so, you know. You take a peek, you know.
Yeah, he give Joel a hand.
Yeah. Let me give Joel a hand. He take a peek. Joel, you peek. So since you peek, I go give you a round of applause for that. Yeah. You take a little peek there, boy. Yeah, so when Joel take a peek, I want you all to listen to this. Since we're talking about Joel talk about the 1.2 billion in the HSF fund. Take a look at this. This is from the Auditor General. This is not from Balize House or from the Ministry of Finance or from the Juju Love program or Constructive Talk with the pastor with the internet search engine name or the Titans of Democracy, right? This is from the Auditor General. Let's take a listen to this.
Auditor General Jaiwantia Ramdas has expressed her concern at the alleged late payment of a $182 million or $1.2 billion deposit into the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, HSF. Her comments are contained in the report of the Auditor General on the HSF for 2023, recently laid in Parliament and sent to reporters on April 12. She cited the Heritage and Stabilization Act, Section 13, which says when Trinidad and Tobago's actual petroleum revenues exceed the predicted revenues in a quarter, some or all of the excess variously must be saved into the HSF. If the excess is at least 10% of the estimate, all shall be put into the HSF. If less than 10%, then all or part shall be saved in the HSF. A minimum of 60% of the excess shall be deposited during a fiscal year, the Act adds. However, the Auditor General's report also said these parts of the Act were open to interpretation and the Act should be suitably amended to give more clarity on deposits. Ramdas then questioned the timing of a $1 billion deposit into the fund, the sum allegedly paid in 2 months too late. She quoted the Act, Section 13, as saying a deposit shall be made into the HSF no later than the end of the month following the quarter in respect of which the deposit was made. For current purposes, a quarter meant a 3-month period ending respectively on December 31st, March 31st, June 30th and September 30th. A deposit to the fund of $182,213,278 was made on December 23, 2022. This deposit related to the quarter, July-September 2022, and the date of calculation provided by the Ministry of Finance was October 26, 2022, 2 months before the actual payment date of December 2022. The timing of the deposit of $182,213,278 is in contravention of the requirements of the Act, the Auditor General said. Newsday was unable to contact HSF Board Chairman Ewart Williams, but sent an email to HSF Corporate Secretary Sharon Mohammed. Up to publication time, there was no reply. The HSF report was laid by Finance Minister Coleman Burt, who moved that it be referred to Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, chaired by Orapooch West MP Davendranath Tanku.
And Tommy, that's why I don't want to see no video about them little kids fighting each other and thing. I don't want to see them thing. I don't want to see them thing, because we have worse things going on in the country. Look, that is the government, you know. The government, the RPNM, $1.2 billion in charge. I wonder if they ain't got a late fee. They ain't supposed to get a late fee. They told me if you and I paying something in the bank later, let's get your late fee.
Of course.
Yeah. If you pay your mortgage later, you're getting a late fee. You pay your credit card later, you're getting a late fee. So who's the government? Them supposed to pay a late fee. And if they ain't get it, take it out of the Prime Minister's salary, take it out of Faris Alwari's salary, take it out of Colin But's salary, and let them play a late fee.
I'm sure as a business in Trinidad, if you pay a VAT late, there'll be I think they call it surcharge or something, some fancy name they call it. There'll be some kind of fee if you pay your VAT late as a business.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on and that's why, you see, people in Trinidad and Tobago, the parents are also responsibility for the action of their kids. But just remember, there are many parents who are, Tommy, bringing up their kids in the right way in their homes. However, when they leave their homes, you can't control the behavior of your kids.
True.
How you could control the behavior of your kids? For example, if I am a kid, Tommy, and I watching a press conference, and I see the Prime Minister calling people imps, pimps, and chimps, what do you expect from them? Telling them a woman is like a golf course, you have to groom her. They just behave like hyenas. What do you expect? And Tommy, you always say this, you have to be impeccable with your words.
Correct.
Especially when you is the leader of a nation. Because you the Prime Minister, you just get up there and buff people, buff them. But
well, nobody should act surprised.
Yeah. But Tommy, I think you're giving them too much easier of an excuse.
I think so.
Yes. You have to understand. You know what it is like, Tommy? That's like going to the Olympic Games as a non-medalist. You never won a medal before. You go to the Olympic Games and you win a gold medal. You are now an Olympic gold medalist. Your behavior cannot be the same when you went to the Olympics and now that you're back from the Olympics. You are now an Olympic gold medalist. And in my estimation, you have to now act like an Olympic gold medalist. Yeah, KFC.
Good afternoon, Wall Street. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy.
Good afternoon.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
But I want to wish your person leader. You know, she birthday. I think it's today or tomorrow. I wish you all the best, more health and strength.
We the same sign, boy?
Yeah.
Boy. Tommy, hear that?
Yeah.
I had a press conference today, and I talk about Dr. Lee and Dr. the minister. What the minister?
Rambachan?
Gopi Singh.
Gopi Singh, okay.
They announced in the press conference today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And really, Mr. told me only about the jackass, this scene and all kind of thing. I call and say that when you talk them kind of thing and call each other like highness in African jungle.
Yeah.
That leader, you supposed to be you're supposed to set a better example.
True.
You see the father with the little child against here branch off, he disappointed the prime minister, he even come and address the nation with the young or the little child when he died. You married the stove. You know they go see he's at UNC.
Yeah. He's a UNC boy. Your position send him. Your position send him. Your position send him. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. Let me finish read out something in chat here. Our Caribbean hold on. KFC stay by the Wi-Fi now, man. You only moving from by the post. You gotta stay by the Wi-Fi. Caribbean sources. So if you own a business, you're not eligible for pension. Nah, I think you're eligible for pension. Tommy, Capitan said, Tommy, give me their name. I will forward to him, but to deal with them. Oh God. Who is that? Enjoy welcome. Bijam. Yes, she's a racist. Who is that? Who's that? Capitan said 5 years. 5 years old.
Yeah, they move back for.
I don't move back in Trinidad. But Capitan, if I move back, right? And I go in and out, what is the difference? If I move back to Trinidad now, and I keep my residence in America, and I just go back and forth, what is the difference? Who check in to see if I to stay a certain time?
You see, he said it's a grant and you cannot be collecting SSI. That part I know. You cannot be collecting SSI because my mom, when she moved back, and it came time for her to collect, and they saw that she was collecting SSI. At least she was honest when they asked her if she was collecting SSI. She told them yes. They denied her.
I know people who living in Trinidad, who live in America, collecting SSI and collecting pension in Trinidad and Tobago and old age grant. I know people. Me not asking you, I'm telling you. I know people. Yeah? Some of them
You sure they're not gonna send somebody to interview you after the show is done?
Interview me for what?
To give up the person who you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember the person's name. I can't recall the name. I cannot recall their names, but I know who they are.
Maybe you gotta carry them and point out the person.
Yeah. They're gonna fly me down to Trinidad. You know, put me in they gotta protect me. You know, right? And ask me. Let's take this voice now. Hold on.
No, Uncle Wall Street, according to Caribbean Soul, is quite correct. If you're getting old age pension, you're not eligible to work. You're not supposed to be working. Once you have a job and the government find out that you're working, they're going to cut your pension. They're not going to give you the pension.
Okay. So you can't be working and getting pension.
No, you can't be working and getting pension.
All right. Okay. So them doesn't enforce that?
We don't know. So maybe the person who sent you the email, the voicemail, can tell us what enforcement that takes place.
Yeah. Before we go for the break, let me ask the question. When last was a person in Trinidad arrested for working and getting pension, old age pension? When? Do you all know anyone who's working and getting pension or old age grant, whatever you want to call it? Whichever one that's illegal. When? Or who? If you know. You'd rather call the name. Who? Let's go for the break. Folks, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we have more. We have the chairman of the NGC to come. Right? All you go see how much money them making on the backs of poor black disadvantaged people in Trinidad and Tobago. I said it. Let's go for the break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
In small things. Imagine what they will do in big things. I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that need burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them, black is white and last could be first. About the truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday? Now 10 times worse, they have nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is deafening. So Black Stalin, now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must burn. Rowdy shut down Petrotrin, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. It's 6 times he raised the gas price. When we run producing it, they had it nice. But his protest like rain, they got run down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to wonder them deceitful men and women. What is right and wrong is wrong. Whether it is spoken or put in song. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in gripping fear, while the police tell you to pray. And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaches street. PNP now is armed home invasion from them, not a word. Fire to burn them. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the PNM they will get bail. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them. Then set a deceitful PNM.
People losing jobs every day, while there's more taxes we have to pay. But all them snake in the valley say, not one word you would hear them say. And food prices going up daily. You can't buy food for your family, while government live in luxury. Inflation strangling everybody. And for the sick and the elderly, they can't buy drugs in the pharmacy. But there's none so blind, the Bible tell me, than those who have eyes and refuse to see. Now it's property tax, they're very quiet. Increase light bill, they're very silent. Them but boasting how they quiet, because there's B&M they wouldn't riot. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to run them, time to burn out the PLM. They did not listen to Patrick Manning. Now the country is suffering. It's arrogance and incompetence, corruption and nepotism. Ministers get millions for government rent, while workers only getting 4%. Contract for their friends to get richer, while poor people have to suffer. 100 million in fake scandal, but there's no beds in the hospital. Systematic advice they did not take. Now we bread that the devil did. Now it's corporate manslaughter from them, not a word. I have to burn them. And those who are guilty still on the job. I have to burn them. Oil and gas production is at all-time low. The Minister of Energy don't have a clue, but this protest like rain. They go on down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait, brother. Stalin, time to run them. Time to fire the PLM. Remember, people who can't face the truth will always hate the people who speak it. Them a hypocrite, them hypocrite.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we P&M. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost the hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time P&M come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him P&M needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhawks, tell she to cast a spell on we party. It's not what it used to be. Ring my bell.
And of course, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Warshid and Uncle Tommy and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. 44.
Oh, 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Remember, it's WhatsApp, so that's free. Okay.
And folks, don't forget, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Share it on WZYE TV and YouTube. And of course, folks, we on Twitter. That's WCYE 95.9 FM, better known as X. Let me quickly go back to the chat here. I saw a comment here. Capitan, how they gonna know if I collect an SSI? Tommy?
Except
If I
if
don't
you,
tell you I collect an SSI, how the government of Trinidad and Tobago gonna know? Eh? I don't think that them that sophisticated to go find out. That's in my estimation. Rishi says that can't be real. So what people will do with their house at 65 years of age? That's true. If I'm 50 and I own a house and I turn 65, what am I supposed to do with the house? What about if I'm 50 and I have a parlor? What am I supposed to do? I can't collect old age and I give up the parlor? I mean, I understand that.
put the pala in your son name.
There we go. Yeah, all right. So that was an easy solution there.
Easy like that.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Tommy,
It's not your pala, it's Malcolm Pala now.
Say that again?
It's no longer your pala, it's Malcolm's.
Yeah. I go put it to my son name. Hey, I belong to my son. My son own that. What's wrong with all you?
That's
yeah?
right.
And I get all the papers and everything. Carice, welcome. Let's go here. Captain Singh says, Capitan says, no walls. The immigration will check your entry and exit. Capitan, you think them cross-referencing that with any ministry? You think so?
Let me tell you something. They check your entry and exit.
Say that again?
They check your entry and exit.
They do?
Yep.
Mr. Florida, welcome. Yo. Mr. Florida called and then he gone, but like he lost the phone. No walls, the immigration will check your entry and exit. Which immigration? Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Ansem. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Yeah, so Mr. Ansem, these little knowledge I have about pension thing, right? So if you're living in the States and you give up your green card, right? You'll have an American passport and a Trinidad passport because you have dual citizenship, right? But then while still living in America, you will have a driver's license and a credit card, so you'll be on the system. And when you come back home and you apply for pension, they will have records. You have to show your Trinidad passport now and your ID card for Trinidad to see your records of your transportation flying in and out of the country. Now, people just try to use the United States passport to get the stamp, but you must have stamp on your Trinidad passport because you're living outside too. And then they will see you traveling or you're going and you're coming to know. But most people who get you with the pension, they keep the green card, they will take dual citizenship. And now when you have your green card and you come and you apply for the pension in Trinidad, now you have to stay in Trinidad for at least 6 months now because they send people to check on you. And then you have to have trustworthy neighbors who will not rat you out now and say, no, this person live in America and they will come to get a pension and things. So you have to have trustworthy neighbors. And if you're collecting pension and you're still working, let me say under the belt, because you can't work paying taxes because they will know. So you have to work under the cupboard, under the shelf. If your neighbors sell you out, then you have to pay back whatever money that the pension was paying you. So if you was getting 8 months pension, you had to pay back that. Gotta go stop it. So these are why I have a recollection about what happening because I wanted to apply for my mom. But it's a lot of red tape and a lot of things you had to go through. But the only way you could get through, you had to have your physical green card. And you had to show them that with the Trinidad ID card and your passport. So it's a serious thing, because if you get caught in fraud, that is a serious thing, that fraud.
Yeah, man.
So you have to be very careful what you're doing. All right, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tommy, local understand.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Tommy, all
But
I'm go ahead, Tommy.
no, but the neighbors, they quiz the neighbors, and the neighbors may give information that they're uncertain about and put you in jeopardy.
Tommy, that system appears to be very flawed as far as I'm concerned.
I know it's flawed because when I moved back in the end of 2006 and I applied for my ID card, they sent someone to interview my neighbor concerning my status. And the neighbor said, the neighbor didn't know my business, the fact that I moved back and that I come, I decided to be back in Trinidad full time. So the neighbor told the person that came that, yeah, he live in there, but he just be in and out. So they gave me my ID card and they told me that the neighbor said that I just be in and out. So they're not putting me on the voters list. And they didn't put me on the voters list. It's only the subsequent election they put me on the voters list because by that time, they never realized that I was living in Trinidad again.
So Tommy, let me understand something. You could have an ID card and not on the voters list?
I was not on the voters list for the 2007 election.
But you didn't have an ID card either?
I had an ID card.
Wait. That's why I'm asking the question. Can you have an ID card and not be on the voters list?
They didn't put me on the voters list at that time. So I wasn't eligible to vote in the 2007 election.
I'm trying to understand that, Tommy.
Yeah, because they interviewed, they questioned my neighbor. My neighbor said that yes, I'm living there, but I'm in and out of the country.
So they gave you an ID card, but you can't vote.
I couldn't. It's only the subsequent election that made it possible for me to vote because obviously they sent somebody else out again.
Okay. All right. Hey, what was it? Tommy, I don't understand. That is like gain my passport and tell my car travel.
Mm.
Get my passport and tell my car travel. Anyway, let's go to this voice note. Hold on.
Yes, they do enforce it. Just recently on one of the talk show programs I was listening to, there was someone who called in and said there was an elderly couple who used to sell corn on the beach up in Manzilina, that part of the country, and they wasn't seeing them anymore. And when they inquired why they're not seeing them anymore, somebody ended up telling them that they're getting old age pension, and because they're doing that, they stopped the old age pension. So the people and them had to stop selling the corn on the beach in order to get the pension. So they do enforce it.
Thank you very much. That is wicked and evil. In my estimation.
Well, we from a different system because we know in America, once you get in your Social Security, you could work, you could do whatever, and that doesn't affect it.
It doesn't affect you. You go tell me, you giving me $3,000 a month, right? I have 5,000 in expenses or 3,500 in expenses. You go come and tell me, well, you see that corn soup you're selling there? You can't sell that, because we gain you money. Go and sit down home and just 3,000, take the 3,000 and see what how you could get the other 500. That is wicked and evil, in my estimation. Don't care which government it is. What kind of geriatric, Stone Age, Jurassic kind of policies that?
Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It is what it is.
I guess so. I guess so. I have another voice now. Hold on. Let me take this other voice now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. I don't know if you all remember the video with the licensing officer who wanted to get the man the ticket for $5,000 for the music. The transport commissioner came out and he said that there is no ticket for $5,000. So I don't know what will be the next move if they fire the licensing officer for that, because it seemed that he wanted to take a bribe or something. Good afternoon, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy again. What I was trying to explain, people who have business, that the name is on the business, yeah, they're not entitled to any pension. So what people does do is they transfer over the business name to the children and stuff so they could collect pension. So that what does be going on.
Okay. Okay. You know what, Tommy? Maybe what they need to do is take some of this money here that they paying these guys and them and allocate it to the poor, needy, the handicapped, and those and so forth. Listen to this. This is the NGT chairman of the NGC chairman. Listen to this.
NGC chairman's hefty fees revealed. The chairman of the National Gas Company receives a hefty sum in board fees and traveling expenses from his chairmanship of 3A companies and 13C companies associated with the state-owned company. Energy Minister Stuart Young, replying to a question from opposition Senator Wade Mark in the Senate yesterday, said all of NGC's directors, including its chairman, were paid fees and allowances in accordance with the State Enterprises Performance Monitoring Manual. As a result, the NGC chairman is paid the following fees and allowances: 3A companies $10,000 a month per company, and travel allowance of $1,000 per month. 13C companies fees $6,500 a month, travel allowance of $1,000 a month. These fees and allowances work out to over $100,000 a month. The current NGC chairman is international project management practitioner Dr. Joseph Ishmael Khan. Young said the total amount of money spent on the chairman's overseas travel by the NGC, its subsidiaries, and associated investment company since his appointment was $30,414 $210,000 Trinidad and Tobago dollars. He said the chairman of the NGC holds a doctorate in business management from the Australian Institute of Business and a master's degree in business administration from the Henley Management College in the United Kingdom, among numerous other professional certificates and the diplomas from respected institutions in engineering, project management, and other fields of expertise. He is also a member of the Project Management Institute, which is the world's most recognized project management certification, and a fellow of the American Academy of Project Managers. Among his business travel were travel for NGC to Barbados on June 5, 2023, to attend an in-country board meeting, which is required in accordance with the Barbados Companies Law, which cost $699, travel to Amsterdam from July 10 to 12, 2023, which cost $12,877 For Phoenix Park, there was a visit to the Energy Marketing LLC office, which is an American company that PPGPL acquired the ownership of. That cost $2,727 and a visit to Phoenix Park Energy Marketing Ltd., another entity acquired in the United States as part of the diversification by the NGC Group outside of Trinidad and Tobago, which cost US $4,047.96. There was also travel to Guyana for an in-country board meeting required in accordance with Guyana company law, which cost $1,925.59. Travel to Suriname for engagement with government representatives with a view to establishing cross-bonus border synergies and pursuing renewable energy project opportunities cost $2,493.39. The energy conferences in both Guyana and Suriname cost $3,704 and 37 cents and $1,939 and 6 cents, respectively. Asked by Mark what tangible benefits had been realized, Young said the NGC Group's two recent acquisitions under PPGPL have been what we call NGL acquisitions, in particular the acquisition of a hull and terminal that deals with the distribution of LPG from the United States down into the markets not only of the United States but also of Mexico, and the second investment which is related to that we're providing foreign exchange earnings, growth and opportunities outside of Trinidad and Tobago. They are both direct successes of this government's efforts with the NGC Group to diversify outside of Trinidad and Tobago. This is how this government has invested the money of the people of Trinidad and Tobago through NGC, as opposed to utilizing $1 billion in cash for the Beetham wastewater plant for the funding of SIS, which is a well-known UNC financier. In relation to another question from Mark, Young said the successful restructuring of Atlantic LNG, which was concluded in December 2023, had never been done anywhere else in the world. He said the Atlantic Train 2 and 3 merger with Train 1 comes into effect in October 2024. He said had the restructuring not been done, the initial shareholding of NGC would have been 5.7% because they had 10% in Train 1, 11.2% in Train 4, and nothing in Trains 2 and 3. We will now have a 10% shareholding, across the board, achieving a shareholding of an additional 4% at no cost to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, Young stated. Asked by Mark what sellout arrangements the government engaged in to move from 5.7% to the 10% ownership, Young said the government engaged in absolutely no sellout. He said the government embarked on 5 very difficult and complex years of commercial negotiation and achieved success. He said this was unlike what happened with NGC between the 2010 to 2015 period, where the UNC specifically chose constituencies which use SIS to build recreational grounds, to build the wastewater plant, and to take $16 billion of cash for the people of Trinidad and Tobago out of NGC to fulfill their fantasies and their political ambitions.
So I mean,
Yep.
it seemed to be that I don't know if the gentleman lives in Trinidad or if he lives outside of Trinidad, but how I wonder, I have to look this up. What is the responsibility of a person who is the chairman of a board? Because it appears that he's on more than one board, right? I mean, how much time do you have to spend working as a chairman of a board?
Well, most boards have a once a month meeting, except if there are emergencies.
So we meet once a month. But I know in the interim, people might be calling and so on and so forth, but once a month.
Minimum.
Minimum. And I guess that's just how things are done in the country with regards to boards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we paying $1.2 million. And I don't know. Were you able to see whether that's US or TT?
No, I started.
Yeah. Can anyone tell us if you have an idea if that's US or TT? Because there are some expenses that was in US. I don't know if the 100,000 a month is in US. That would make it even worse. And I want to guess. I'm guessing here that it's 1.2 million TT. 1.2 million TT. I mean, I ain't bad enough. I ain't bad at all, boy.
That ain't no
I know
chick. That ain't no chick feed.
no, I know chicken feed, man. I know chicken feed. Let me go back to the chat. Capitan says, I have a family who went through the process. Okay. Vizram says, time to call Kamla to find out about the dissidents and let unity prevail. The problem is PNM. Come on, dissidents. Okay. Vizram, you sure about this? Tommy, I think them fellas just pulling my legs. I feel so. Vizram says he thinks Jennifer Frederick is a cleaner. No, 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 no. I don't think so. Indra said she's a cook Wall Street. What? Wait, where Indra or Bijram? If she's a cleaner and a cook, where does she clean or where does she cook? What organization does she clean for or cook for? If she's any one of those, which one? Rishi says lots of government workers don't do nothing, just show up, eat, play on their phones, easy life. Rishi, yeah, you're missing bride and underhand money, bribe and underhand money. Okay. Okay, no, I don't want that. Let me see. Capitan say he does get cola. What kind of cola? Coca-Cola? I know it's cost of living adjustment, Capitan. Joel Sprang says thanks, you're welcome. Troy says, Anselm, Jenny and that caller you played from on the morning program, they will swallow their vomit. Oh God. Oh God. Eh? Don't forget Crow Crow. Yeah? Okay. What on what Caribbean Soul? Ali Trini, welcome. Ali Trini says that pension cannot go a long way. Yeah, I mean, if I gain a pension, you understand? You telling me all of a sudden, um, you you I can work. I know a man from what's that? Pajot? Is that Pajot? I don't know. Tanapuna, who got arrested trying to get old age grant and got jailed.
You know
In
where
Trinidad?
Paje is Tunapuna.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Capitan just saying something here. All right. So Fox Islam says Jennifer Frederick, certified mediator at self-employed studies at UWI St. Augustine, studied at UWI Open Campus, Trinidad and Tobago, studied labor studies and industrial lit as Cipriani labor, went to Woodbridge Government Secondary. What does it uh, um uh, Fox Islam, what does certified mediator at self-employed studies? What exactly does that mean? She's a mediator for people who are self-employed? Studied at UWI Open Campus, Trinidad and Tobago. And that study, what was the end result of that study? I'm just asking. Okay? What was the end result? Just asking.
Yeah, but
Um,
that money for NGC seems to be $TT because it's $10,000 a month for the chairmanship and $1,000 a month for travel allowance. So that's like $1,100 a month. $11,000 a month is what he gets.
that's for one organization.
NGC.
Okay. So overall, he gets 100,000 TT a month.
No, he gets 11,000 TT a month.
No, but he's on more than one board.
Yeah, I don't know what the other boards are paying, but I was just looking at the NGC.
Right. So that number was kind of an overall number. I don't know if these companies are affiliates of NGC. Some of these may be affiliates as well. You know, that's why they put it all under. They put it all as 100,000. Okay. Bijram says Wall Street, stay in New Jersey and collect your pension before you lose everything. If you cannot grease the wheel here, you will not be eligible. Okay. Right. I gotta grease the wheel. Eden Thomas, what station is this? This is WZYE 95.9 FM. This is radio station WCY 95.9 FM, broadcasting in New York and New Jersey. Where you from, Eden? Where you joining us from? Troy says, Jenny, your RPM leader said you will get your back pay and lose your job. We'll have to find the money now to pay PSA members. Okay. Bijram says, Bijram says, uh, your passport will show if you travel. Yeah, but if I had two passports, I could
Yeah,
I could use my American passport, right, Tommy?
yeah, but it, the information is different now. The information is easier to track than before.
Okay. Fox's name says you have to submit your passport. In addition, you can go to jail for lying. People don't really care about that in Trinidad. Eh?
Yeah, you have to submit your passport.
Which passport?
They will ask you if you're a citizen. You say yes, you have to submit both passports.
Okay. My brother from Workers Right 868. Welcome to you. Welcome. I think that's Renison. Yeah, I think Renison. Renison, welcome. Wall Street just grease the wheel and your pension is up and is on in power. Vision I could go to jail for greasing the wheel. That wheel mightn't turn too good, Trinidadians damn fast. Them don't know their own business but knows yours. Trini very backwards. So Caribbean Soul agreeing with the voice note, huh? Judy says yes. Wicked, merciless oppressors. Oh God.
Yep.
Wall Street, please call Mr. Parry and bring that to him. Joan, happy Sunday to you. Most of the time, US, I had a family was on board, got his money in USD. You hear that, Tommy? Them
Mm.
fellas them fellas them want no TT dollar. So all right. So wait now. Fox is now, you gotta make up your mind. And Fox is up here, man. Fox go know. Fox must, she's a cook.
Was qualified in industrial relations.
So Fox, what is a job? I'm trying to just find out what a job is.
She's a cook.
So she cooks, but she qualified in industrial relations. So she's a cook.
Yeah, a
So
qualified cook.
hope yes, she's a qualified cook.
She's a qualified.
Oh, she's a qualified cook. She's a qualified cook in industrial relations.
That's right.
Oh, right. So Fox Exam says she's a cook. All right. She's a cook. Okay, she's a cook. Yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Just Fox Islam. He like to copy and paste everything he see on the internet. Here we say she's a cook but qualified industrial relation. Where she just cook nuts and bolts. I don't know what I'm saying. Them fellas and I'm really backwards. Right, look on listening.
Yeah, Fox Islam. Fox, you're real good, I had to give you credit, but you're real good. You think I should give Fox a round of applause for that one? Eh?
No, I don't think so.
All right. No round of applause for you, Fox. Sorry. But listen to this. I was saying, well, boy, the Gary told me, the get injured, the Gayer. The Gayer, you say she's a cook. So the Gayer. But now Fox come and admit she's a cook. Listen, nothing wrong with being a cook,
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with being a cook. But you see, the thing about it is that when you are trying to denigrate other people, right, who have way more qualifications than you, way more, and use a cook. You didn't say chef, There's a difference, There's a big difference, chef and cook. And I shocked. I didn't even know that. Seriously, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I did not know that. So Indra, thank you very much.
No, you do.
No, is now Tommy. I'm not going to waste my oxygen. I wasn't wasting my oxygen before, but make it worse now. She's a cook. She's a cook, not a chef. Oh God. Fox says some of you call us real ignorant. The woman was a cook before she did industrial relations. But Fox, you said she's a cook. Look, Look, let me read that there for me.
Yep.
What does that mean? Is or was? I ain't seen that. Is that was or is that is?
So if she's qualified in industrial relations, she should be working in a different position in the company. Don't
She
you
should be
agree?
like in the PSA office. She should be
Or
in the PSA office, dealing with industrial relations in the office, giving them advice.
mm-hmm.
Or she's a cook giving them advice.
On how to cook.
How to cook up some industrial relations. Nobody, you see, here we go. Nobody say anything wrong with that cook. Nobody say nothing wrong with that cook, folks. And I made it very clear.
But you could cook books too, you know.
Yeah, correct is right. You could cook books too. Yeah, nobody, you made it clear. Made it clear. That woman have absolutely none, zero to try to denigrate anybody who went and educated themselves. Zero. What degree did she get when she went for industrial relations, Fox? What degree? A degree in cooking? No, because I mean, sometimes these people don't know the place. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Anyway, let's move on. Now, Tommy, there was a $17 billion number that came out of the woodworks on Thursday or Friday, one of them days.
Yep.
And I am asking myself the question. I'm saying, wait, boy, Trinidad get 17 billion. Tommy, if we get 17 billion, we have to go and borrow $10 billion. If we
that Matson.
That match not Matson. That match not, you get 17 billion for all your travel, you get 17 billion. Well, at least let me be transparent and accountable now. Tell the people, I went to Ghana. When I went to Ghana, right? And I want to tell the people something, eh? You see, the RPNM have to stop trying to mislead people. Now, the Prime Minister is supposed to be coming on a trip. And he's supposed to be the guest or the host of the Ashanti King, of the Ashanti Kingdom. It's two different. There's Ghana and there's the Ashanti Kingdom, which is in Ghana. And they basically have governments of their own. Right? So if you're going to the Ashanti Kingdom, what type of foreign direct investment will you bring back that will help the people of Trinidad and Tobago? You already went there before. What we get? The king came to Trinidad. What did we get? What did the people of Trinidad and Tobago get? I don't know. But transparency and accountability is important. Tell the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I went to Ghana this time. I visited the Ashanti Kingdom. I met with the president of Ghana, and here are the results that came out of that visit. We get $10 million in foreign direct investment, 15 million in foreign direct investment. Remember, Tommy, we pay 900,000 just for meetings and emails and phone calls, eh?
That's right.
900,000, eh? Although don't forget that,
US.
Not TT, US. Right? Let me quickly go to the chat. Then we're going to go to this. A bachelor's degree in industrial relations. Excellent, Fox, make sure you're right about that, Just make sure, I'm telling you, make sure you're right, Okay. All right. Judy says none. Fox, don't hang your hat where your heart can't reach, Okay. All right. Fox, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in. Okay. So listen to this on the 17 billion that the opposition leader questioned the prime minister on. Take a listen to this.
Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar to PM Rowley over foreign travel benefit, show us the $17 billion. Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar has challenged Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to provide proof that his foreign travels resulted in $17 billion for Trinidad and Tobago. Speaking at a news conference at the opposition leader's Port of Spain office, Persad-Bissessar also warned that this country was broke, as she urged citizens to be judicious with their spending. Persad-Bissessar made the statements yesterday responding to Rowley's defense, the day before, of his travel, following concerns raised by the Push Member of Parliament that Rowley's overseas trips had cost taxpayers $10.6 million over 3 years. Persad-Bissessar criticized Rowley, saying that he pulled an imaginary $17 billion out of a hat. Really, Mr. Rowley? Really? Because of those travels, she said. Put it in your estimates of revenue and expenditure and show us where this came, she said. She said the Prime Minister and Finance Minister must come clean and tell the country what was the current revenue earned for fiscal 2024 compared to what was projected from the energy sector. The country is broke, I am telling you that, she said, adding that a UNC government would fix this problem and strengthen the economy. She noted several plants were shut down in the country even after Rowley traveled to Houston to engage in energy discussions. Persad-Bissessar also questioned why the government went to the parliament to increase the borrowing levels by $10 billion. So, why then did you just earlier this year borrow $10 million, if you bring home $17 billion, she asked, continuing. Let me ask him this, is our country broke? Have we run out of money, Mr. Rowley? Persad-Bissessar noted that last year, the government pegged natural gas prices at $5 per million British thermal units, MMBTU. She said the reality was that in October 2023, the price was $2.98. Now, this is very important, because they have no other revenue stream. So the only revenue they are getting is from the energy sector. They said we are going to get it at $5 per MMBTU. What is the reality? What is the truth, she asked. Persad-Bissessar said that in October 2023, the average price was $2.98. In November 2023, it was $2.71. In December, $2.52. In January, $3.18. In February, $1.72. In March, $1.49. And currently, in April, it is averaging between $1.60 and $1.80. The average price of the gas between the October budget and now is $2.40, less than half of the budgeted figure of $5, she said. She said when this is coupled with the decline in production, she can guarantee that the government will in no way meet their target for revenue. I serve warning to all suppliers of goods and services to the government, to contractors, to persons waiting on VAT refunds and wage settlements, be very careful with how you are spending your money. This government is broke, they are refinancing and borrowing at high rates, she said. Persad-Bissessar said the government could not pay its debts, and this is why they were pushing property tax and increases in the costs of water and electricity. She said the opposition has not seen the $17 billion Rowley spoke about in any budget statements, and instead what they see is negative foreign direct investments. Persad-Bissessar said since 2015, the GDP levels decreased by 20% and there has been a reduction in foreign reserves from $11.5 billion to $5.5 billion. Everything has fallen, everything has dropped, and you want to tell me you bring this imaginary $17 billion, that's not true, Mr. Rowley, she said.
There you have it. We have, if we collected $17 billion over the last 9 years, Tommy, let's just over the last 9 years, right? Be transparent and accountable and tell us, how did you accumulate that $17 billion? You know what that's like, Tommy? You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the $100 million that we were told that was going into the urban communities in Trinidad and Tobago. What that 100 million? What that 100 million, Tommy?
Hot air.
And not only that, yeah, hot air plus another election gimmick. All these set of gimmicks that are just happening over and over and over. And you know what makes it worse? What makes it worse is that the Prime Minister is going to India and Ghana again next month. You hear that, right?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You surprised?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
PM heads to Ghana and India next month. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley will travel to Ghana and India in May. He made the announcement at a post-cabinet news conference at Whitehall in Port of Spain on Thursday. I have accepted an invitation from one of the biggest businesses in India who are interested in making an investment in sport in Trinidad and Tobago to operate a regional cricket academy, he said. That company is Reliance Industries, owned by Indian business tycoon Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in India and reportedly the 11th richest person in the world. The company will be partnering with the government of Trinidad and Tobago to construct a world-scale cricket academy. It is a public-private partnership. What they needed from the government was land. The government has provided the land and we are now at the stage of designing the physical structure, he said. The academy will be constructed on the parcel of land opposite Trincity Mall, which had been originally assigned to Trinbago. The Prime Minister said the government was hoping this academy would be one of the foundations of the restoration of West Indies cricket. In furtherance of this objective, the Prime Minister will travel to Mumbai, India. The Prime Minister also said he had been invited by the King of the Ashanti to be his guest of honor at the 25th anniversary celebrations of his ascent to the throne. He said the government had a major undertaking between TNT and Ghana. He said this country had to expand and diversify its economy, and one of the ways to do this is to link up with another market where we have friends and possibilities. He said the government and businesses in TNT had been investing time and energy into growing this country's relationship and market in Ghana. He said last month a major delegation led by the Minister of Trade, comprising a leading private sector delegation and some members of the government, went to Ghana and held 156 meetings with Ghanaian interests. We intend to continue this initiative, and it is against that background that a number of companies are alongside the government and are already seeing some progress. He said one company is sourcing raw materials for a company in Barataria, another one is getting approval for software access to Ghana, Benin, Togo, Liberia, and Sierra Leone because Ghana was a gateway into that sub-Saharan valley. Ghana opens access to hundreds of millions of people, and if we can get a fraction of that market, that is where growth can come to us, Rowley said.
Tommy, I don't understand something, right? I want you to really help me here. You are the guest of the king of the Ashanti Kingdom, right? So I'm guessing that from there you will go meet the president of Ghana, right? I'm guessing, right? Because in Ashanti Kingdom, the population of Ashanti Kingdom is about 3 million people. The population of Ghana is about 34 million people, right? And what natural resources does the Ashanti Kingdom have? Gold, manganese, and bauxite. How can Trinidad use any of those natural resources? What can we do with any of those? How do we convert any of those based on foreign direct investment?
Well, gold is money.
Yeah, how we gonna do some gold coins? We're gonna do gold coins in Trinidad, something like that.
A lot to be done with gold.
Yeah, but they still gotta get the gold out of the ground, right? You know how expensive that could be, right? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Because the prime minister went to Ghana before. What what benefits? Hold on, let me take this voice. This voice note. Hold on, eh?
Desmond, how you doing? Hope you had a good, nice Trinidadian lunch. Yeah? As I tell you, once I hear that woman voice, yeah. What is her name? Miss AI or Mrs. Is she married?
All right, I know that
Who is he asking that to, you or me?
Me. Let's put this other voice note.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy again. Wall Street invited Rowley to come home and eat by he. Now Wall Street so damn vexed because he didn't get the building for free. Every election come, every election go, Rowley playing with black people life. The day he called the election, they go make him pay the price.
Caribbean stole extempo, but Caribbean stole extempo, but yeah. So Tommy, we
Yeah.
have. I think the days for when we are just being easily fooled is you could tell them you're going, but I mean, show the people you already went to Ghana. Show what you brought back or what that visit was beneficial to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. For example, we may have had some contracts. We worked something out with cocoa, you know, because Trinidad is one of the best cocoa in the world. We now exporting cocoa to Ghana. Or we set up a chocolate factory in Trinidad, right? I think Marshall Montano had said something with chocolate, right?
Yeah, he has a line of chocolate.
Yeah, I saw something about that, right? We something, man. And well, when we're gonna talk about that when we come back. Just imagine this, eh? On the heels of trying to fool black people in Trinidad and Tobago. This is black people now in Trinidad and Tobago. This is not PNM or UNC or NJAC or any. This is black people in Trinidad and Tobago on the heels of the prime minister trying to fool black people in Trinidad and Tobago with African Emancipation Day. Or you just hear it, Or you see the land where Pantrebo had the building saying down there for all these years. He gonna give that land away. Tommy, did you hear that?
That land was given to them by Pandey, the
Tommy,
Panchin Bagel.
I will play it again for you.
Yeah, I heard.
He is giving that land to build the academy,
Cricket
academy. Yeah?
What happened to Brian Lara Stadium?
Nah. That money done already. That money done gone through already. No more money in that. When you're billionaires get money, you had a bill. You can't do Tommy, money is not made from things already done. Money is made by doing things. So you telling black people about African Emancipation Day, and you taking something away from black people to give it to somebody else. How that could make any sense? How that making any sense? Capitan, welcome.
Good afternoon, Tommy. Good afternoon, Wall Street.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay, good. I was calling about the ID card. That's one. I ran through the same problem where they came to inspect if I was living in Trinidad. And they went to my cousin's house because that's where the address I gave them I was living. And she verified that I drink a lot of rum. And she don't know when I'll come home. So I had no problems with getting my ID card and getting on the voters list. I guess Indian and drinking rum and Carinese goes hand in hand.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'm quite familiar with Bago building. That's right next to Blue Waters, the coconut, 250 acres there.
Yeah, yeah.
And the building is in a corner, close to the highway.
Correct is right.
The facing, if you heading north from the east to the west, it'll be on your left hand side.
Yeah.
On the southern side of the highway.
Rest, yes, yes, the southern side. Now that area floods with water that comes in from Trinity and pools in that area. There's also a large area that the university uses for the agricultural department. A large section of that is used there. But it has a great access for a cricket academy. There, it has a good access, but you'll be losing two things there. You gain the cricket academy, but you may be losing a spot that was never occupied. The building was never occupied. It was a nice design building. It doesn't have a roof or anything like that, just a concrete structure. A lot of steel and beautiful concrete went into that. And then to the other side is all the bananas and the experimental stuff that the university students, masters, and PhD degree holders will be conducting on that section there. So that's two parts to it. But it's a nice location.
All right, Captain. We gotta go for the break.
So I'm on standby here. I'm listening on to the conversation. So
yeah, all right. Thanks a lot.
If you want to take a look at that, and you'll see what's like on that end. Okay, have a good one.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, let's go for the break. Folks, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. I have to say this, and I am very clear on this. Right? If the Prime Minister is serious about emancipation, what he would have done is set aside money to renovate that building. Because the same pantry in Bago paying an ex-minister who has shares in a building to rent a building, you know. Don't forget that, you know. Look, any folks, let's go for the break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much of one thing, good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost the hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, ring my bell.
Yep.
Yes, folks, of course. I play that song for a particular reason. Yes, I play that song for particular reasons.
You know.
Wait, Tommy, hold on 1 minute.
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to In the Village with your host, with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
All right, that's the wrong one. All right. My bad, Toby. My bad. That's my bad. Hold on. There we go.
It's your boy WZYE, baby.
Yo, what it does? This your homie Rick Ross. This is your boy Gucci Man LaFleur.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
It's crazy. You heard me?
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Check this out, it's DJ Khaled. This is Post Malone. Yes, that little Chico Pitbull.
You're in the mix with Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, folks, don't forget Shelly Live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube, WZYE 95.9 FM on Twitter or X. And of course, the telephone numbers they are 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509.
Yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, Mr. Hansen and Mr. Tommy again. Yeah. So Mr. Hansen, I know what that we are showing there with they say India want to create a cricket academy in Trinidad. But you think that will be a fruits? You think that is for real? You see, the thing is, it come like Petrotrin. When Roger them wanted to buy Petrotrin, he said who would have other bidders and it was a long process. So if you don't want to give Panchin Bigo that piece of land, he will say that they want to build a cricket academy there and that land will be tied up for years to come. You think that actually our cricketing nation like India will send their young people in a cricket academy here in Trinidad with so much crime? What happened to the incident to the last team who was down here with the gunshot? You think that didn't make international news? And you think they're going to actually send the young, talented cricketers to live in Trinidad and train in Trinidad? And we have a Brian Lara Stadium was supposed to be international, that they could have used that all now they could have been using that academy. You see, if he don't want to give Panchumbe go the land, he will come up with excuses and that land will be tied up and Panchumbe won't get access to that land. And he's going Ghana to invite this man back again for Emancipation Day like last year. You see, it's all about the goal, you know, because if everything is digitalizing soon and they want to make the world cashless society, the only thing that will always have value is the land and gold, you know, and precious metals like diamonds and titanium and all that. So the man looking at the future, you know, the man looking at the generation wealth, you know. So you have to understand what this man doing. Let me tell you something, people don't understand. Look what our leaders do. Our leaders plant a seed in people's mind. And it's we who just carry that narrative over and talk about it and bring up all different type of things and stretch that narrative for weeks, you know. Look what the politics come now with UNC, with the Hindus and Muslim and all that. Look what this man inject with plant a seed and look what this talk come up to now. Nothing with the Africans again, you know. Now it's with the Hindus and the Muslim. You see, this man, I just tell the people who understand, we just play chess while everybody else playing checkers, you know. So I look on and listen.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
You know, but Anselm, that Panchon Bego fiasco is going to create some serious problems if the people are awake, you know. If they're asleep, then the whole thing will just blow past them. Because at the end of the day, you're telling me something like the steel band movement don't have a museum? Something like steel pan, we don't have a museum for steel pan?
And Tommy, that's why I'm saying that Prime Minister Rowley taking black people for fools. You just announced African Emancipation Day. And on top of that, you announced too that the land where they could emancipate themselves, you give it to somebody else to put up a cricket academy. Me, I don't promote a cricket academy, you know. Find some other land now. Why you can't find other land?
Look how much of taxpayers' money has been spent on the Brian Lara Academy. What's that? What is that? What's that about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is that about. We want 2 cricket academies in Trinidad and Tobago.
You tell me everybody gonna just go to sleep and allow this to happen?
Yes, yes, they're gonna go to sleep. Yes. You know what they're gonna say? Boy, we gonna have a state-of-the-art cricket academy in Trinidad and Tobago.
What the hell is Brian Lara's? Not a state-of-the-art?
No, that might just be a state without the art. That's just a state academy, not a state-of-the-art academy. When I read that and I see that, I say, wait. I say, you know, boy, the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago, his words, not mine, really feel black people notice in truth, you know. He really feels so.
What they should be doing is enhancing Brian Lara's academy setup, putting living quarters. If they have to put living quarters, they do whatever they have to do, but enhancing it.
And I can tell you right now, I'm asking all, all the RPNM in the go along, get along gang, you go hear them, All you go hear them. Boy, that is the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, we need to compliment the Prime Minister. Look, he's a genius, boy. You know, that is innovation. A cricket academy. That is I watch it. They're coming out. I'm telling you, they're coming. Watch. Let me play this voice now.
Anslam, good afternoon again. You know what's funny to me and what I can't seem to understand? They want to put African Emancipation Day as the holiday and say they do the greatest thing for African people.
All right, I will take that voice note when you come back. I will do the voice note. Yeah, call coming. Hello, COP. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Wall Street. And good afternoon to you, Uncle Tony.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to your listeners. What a nice sunny day. What a nice sunny day after all that old PNM rainfall yesterday. Wall Street, it's amazing to see, and I like them clips of them here playing, for them to look stupid. They quarreling. They want 4% of the Wall Street.
Yeah, they want 4%.
They know it's more, you know. They want 4%. They blank 15%. When Kamala was Prime Minister, they blank and they said, no, we want 35%. And under the party, they cost the rant and rave for 4%. But thank God the union was much more educated and much more smarter than them. I know how stupid they feeling now. How foolish they feeling now. All the children will be shamed all day right now and say, Mommy, look what you was fighting for. Look what you was fighting for. When you fight for that, you have nothing to give me. You can't buy rice and flour with that, Mommy. You can't buy proper shoes so to go to school with that 4%. And that's what you was quarreling for. And look, the court tell them no, the people deserve more. Jenny and all of them. Oh, Jenny, no? I had a pig named Jenny the pig. Anyway, Wall Street.
Don't do that.
You see that news and current, those last clip you played here? And you express to the citizens of this country, the kind of salary that these people are working for? Wall Street. These people and them are not born Trinidadians. These people and them, to be honest and frank, comment, they are white people from all over the world. Coming in this country, Dr. Rowley have them working for 200,000 and all kind of big money. Why is the citizen of this country getting 4% and 1%? This is the first time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago from 1956. Dr. Rowley and them offer the people and them 4%. Never before in the history that happened. Was always 0% and 1%. And look at it. They threaten them to take that money until the wise one of them say, no, we don't want our money. We don't want our money. That doggy look at bone. We don't want our bone. We want what is constitutional due for us. Dr. Rowley and Imbot and them pension. Nice. Senior citizens on that problem over here. So a few years to come, bet your bottom dollar, pension will be eradicated. If you all don't put back Kamla Prasad Bisesa as Prime Minister in this country, because remember it's the PNM that changed the name pension and put it as a grant. And Kamala come back and make it constitutional and say, no, it's not a grant. A grant you can take it anytime. This is a senior citizen's pension. By law, you have to give it to them. Like what Jenny and all them PNM babies and them are 91.9. That's what them like. Why is some contract here, there, and everywhere? They care. They don't care. The ones who don't have in this country. Uncle Tony, this country has so much resources. So much resources in this land that could be beneficial to the citizens of this country and the future of the...
Stay one place, COP. COP, stay
Have
one
a nice
place.
day too. Have a nice day.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
They're forgetting they have a MP in Keith, Scotland, who told the people of this country that they will have to go back to coal pot and flambeau and all these things. That in what way is that emancipation for black people or for anybody for that matter?
Okay, there we go. Yeah, tell me. There we go. We have some more. You know, we just only bring. We just bring it straight to me. Fox
Straight
is
up.
done straight up. We can call her. Call her. Please, Fox. Kamlaya cannot read to a balance sheet and income statement and cash flow statement. Oh, she was the prime minister, boy, Fox.
She can read a balance sheet, income
Yeah, I
statement.
know. Yeah, and she was a prime minister. I mean, Fox, make it make sense now, man. You know what I mean? And she's an attorney. Yeah. Anderson, welcome.
Good afternoon, World. That's Wall Street.
Good afternoon.
Kunji, good contribution as usual. Wall Street is very sad, no?
Tommy here too. Tommy
It's
here too.
very sad in Trinidad and Tobago right
Anderson, Tommy here too. Tommy with us.
now. Yeah, good afternoon, Uncle Tommy.
Good afternoon.
Wall Street is sad. It's sad right now in Trinidad and Tobago. So, outside the Parliament Friday, we'll talk about Dr. Munilal driver a little bit because passing cause there. So I saw Brian Manning came out. This homeless guy, he said, hey, Mr. Manning, so for study? So he said, no. We know all of them parliamentarians, some of them, especially the PNM side, they subsidize that food with taxpayers' money, cater for them. The homeless guy, he said, any lunch? You know, a normal, typical MP, Trinbago style, before you call the guy and say, hey, we look at 40, I'll buy a lunch or something, we look at 20. Only you might see the piper in him. As I didn't see the piper in the young man. He said, this food is for my wife. Eh? And just went in his vehicle, yeah, this is for my wife. To me, they know man, Brian Manning, wife like the food, the whatever, the scrape up, whatever leftovers, that she like. And going on to say this too. When it comes to all the details and the side trackers, Wall Street, as a man on the ground, I telling you, as you walk Trinidad, as you walk the streets of Trinidad and Tobago, from the police officers go straight back. They can't wait to vote out PNM. And the only one name here, and I want to tell you about Kamala Prasad something. Don't feel sorry for none of them. Because I can see an MP bad talking, Kamala, fine Kamala must go and still went into putting nomination paper. As you always said, that Matson. It come like, if I the boss, you want me to go, but you still putting nomination paper, that's your going to some MP and others. The other nasty one, the other greedy, licorice one, this one was the, oh God, we used to see about the money. It was something in charge of the funds for the UNC. So I want all of them to know, all who going against Kamala, only one thing in here and the gang, you know. We had to bring back Kamala. And Wall Street, it seems like the PNM afraid. And to all of them, all of those who feel that the PNM ain't going, you know the people I go sorry for? I go sorry for Julia Davy. Because if Julia Davy finish paying mortgage and PNM come and lost, I know what go happen. You know? So I think what the PNM need to do is make sure all the activists and them, all the activists in a stable condition. Because they ain't coming back in power. Wall Street are looking and listening.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. I think Anderson can handle that Julia Davis much better because I'm closer. She's very close to Anderson's sister. So Anderson can handle these stories with that. Anderson, our killer is a killer? Is what's Anderson's wife name again, Tommy? Is a killer, right? I hope I get that right, Anderson. I ain't want to get no extra woman. Okay, Jennifer Jennifer Frederick, Dominic Wendell ever see a very racist. Why can't they be balanced like TC and every? Okay. Um, Fox says India trip is for an investment, not to meet ancestors. Tommy, what I tell you? What I tell you? Watch. Read the comment. Read the comment. Read it. You reading it? Read that comment from Fox Day. See what I tell you? I tell you, I know them, you know. I know them good. They're easy to figure out.
Yeah, the cricket academy is a good project.
Fox said that. It's an excellent project. Take the land away from Pancho and Bego and give it to put a cricket academy.
Let Pantrim go rent from the government.
Yeah, rent from the minister who has shares in the building. That's what it is. Yeah, Fox. I like you. I like you. You know, you're very consistent in your behavior. Banmeha, welcome. Hi. But no forex for me to access those markets. Okay. Wayne says, Wayne, welcome. If what I heard about Pancho Bagel land being given to an Indian investor is factual, then a new kind of worms just opened. It's factual. It's factual. But they could always spin that, you know. Hey, everybody, have a great afternoon. Patricia, welcome.
Welcome, Patricia.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul say big tune. People should send this song viral. Bijram says Wall Street, how you want financiers to live so they'll support the PNM? People are to survive. The only way you survive in Trinidad and Tobago is by not renovating buildings, is building new buildings. For example, they have buildings up in Canada. Building look nice. They could renovate them buildings. Nah, you don't do that. You turn sod right around the corner for a new set of apartment buildings.
New money.
Eh?
New money for the financing.
Correct. That poor black disadvantaged people can't afford none of them. You're putting it by where CJ used to be. You know, man. African Emancipation Day. Yeah, African Emancipation Day by Prime Minister Rowley. Prime Minister Rowley, you should never talk about slavery. Never. Slavery should never come out your mouth. Never. Never. Punch and Big have to take some blame for this. They never acted in doing anything else but pay exorbitant rent to their friends. Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, right? Maybe they can't stand up. They need other people to stand up for them. All those investments in India and Ghana won't bring immediate or short-term benefits or opportunities for the black population living under the poverty line. While the Cricket Academy is a good idea, Uncle Tommy is right. It should have been a branch of the Brian Lara Academy. Don't they have land where the Brian Lara Academy is, Tommy?
Lots of land. Quite a bit of.
No. Tommy, wait a minute. Tommy, you're sure?
Positive.
You mean there's additional land around where the Brian Lara Academy is?
No question.
So they could have extended the Brian Lara Academy.
Absolutely.
Tommy, please, I don't want people to fact check us. You know, we the fact check kings. You know, please double check, Tommy. Double check, because we now have African Emancipation Day, you know. No Emancipation Day no longer. It's African Emancipation Day now. Right?
I don't think you have to be no rocket scientist to figure out what could have been done or what should be done with the Brian Lara Academy in that area.
Yeah. But it wasn't rocket science to him. Eh? It wasn't rocket science to him. Because he's gonna displace people that look like him.
But I cannot see for the life of me, I cannot see how it cannot be envisioned that a steel pan museum is needed. People will spend money to from time to time to tour the museum, or they would tour the museum and buy whatever else that is being sold there. Because we don't have a pan museum where you could go and see the whole evolution of the steel pan and experience some of the other intricacies that's involved with the steel pan or the steel pan movement. I mean, there's just so much information, so much data, so much history that needs to be documented and displayed. I don't know. Something is wrong. Maybe I'm thinking wrong.
No, you're not thinking wrong. You're not thinking wrong. Your thinking is very progressive. While the other set of people, them thinking is so regressive. You know, they want to keep certain people in certain conditions, you know. Yeah? The land was already vested in Panchenbego, Wayne G. Harewood. Yeah, but Wayne, you forget, Wayne, I could just change a day, the name of a day, without consulting the people and them who just run that day, you know. So what is the big deal if I decide I want to take away that land and put something else there? I could do that. I changed Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day and never even call up NJAC and talk to them. We had our videos, We had a video, and talk to them. Call up Kafra Cambron and talk to them and say, hey, Lampos, what do you think about this? Hey, Tommy, what do you think about this? But it's an EG, election gimmick, right? I want to tell black people, look, we name it African Emancipation Day. Miss me with that.
Yeah, but I want to know who else was emancipated other than Africans.
Hello, say that again, Tommy. Say that again.
Who else was emancipated other than Africans?
No, but maybe he had some other people in mind.
Chinese were emancipated?
Maybe he had some Africans in Brazil. He was talking about them. Maybe. I don't know. I asked him. Brandon John, welcome. Brandon, where are you joining us from?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. That is the state of his. What is that? Caribbean soul? Rishi says, Rowley smart too bad, but Trini people seeing it, but just don't want to say nothing. And you know it all fighting. You know all that fighting you doing. They will still tell you, we want Rowley. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, boy. We like it. You ain't see? I tell all you before that they go find an excuse why that Cricket Academy day where that land is for Pantry because and Fox Islam convinced. Fox Islam confirmed exactly what I was saying. The man confirmed it for me. I tell you all you, I know them. I ain't live with them, but I know them. I know them. I know them. Caribbean Soul said, correct. A grant should be taken anytime and stop at any time. A pension is mandatory, but law to give it when you reach that age. Let me continue to read it here. Or is Akira? All right. Anderson say Akira. All those Kamala supporters are just as dotish as the Rowley supporters. Keith and Kamala are a tag team. They are in collaboration. Mr. Manning told us of a PNM faction that met with the UNC in Barbados, locked on. All right. Okay, Banmeha. Akira, yeah. Anderson Tanki is Akira. Hailey says, even when you support PNM, they still don't pay you for your work. And you can't say that neither because you'll have to wait 3 years till pushback March never come. Okay. You know if you Google Trini, it falls second most dangerous in the Caribbean. Okay. But Rishi is worse than that, you know. Highly said Steelman Museum should be done and owned by the creators of PAN, the people, the citizens. The government should not be in control of the PAN Museum. No, they shouldn't be in control of the PAN Museum. But, you know, they're working with a cricket to bring a cricket academy. They can work too to set it up. If the government has any say in Steel Pan Museum, it has to be on behalf of the people, not the benefit of. No, it will be on behalf of the people. Highly. All right. So I want you all to listen. I think I want to play what the NJAC leader had to say on this decision by Prime Minister Rowley to change the name to African Emancipation Day. Take a listen to this.
So as mentioned via the front page of The Guardian, there is a change now to Emancipation Day. It's going to be now going forward referred to as African Emancipation Day. To give some perspective this morning, we welcome the political leader of NJAC, Kwasi Motema, and we also welcome the chairman of NJAC, Mbao. He's here with us, Mohini. Great to see you again, Mr. Mohini, and of course, Mr. Motema. Great to see you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. And also, we say pleasant good morning to you and your listening audience as well.
Let me ask, firstly, is this welcome news from the organization, and more so, was there consultation when this decision was made?
Well, Jason, one cannot argue with the fact that the observance of Emancipation Day, and that holiday, is directly related to the freedom of Africans from chattel slavery. However, we have some concerns, as you mentioned, particularly one with the process, because we felt such a significant occasion, such a significant day, in contemplating such a move. I think the government would have owed it to the population to engage in some form of national discussion and consultation as well. And as far as we are concerned, as far as we know, there has been an absence of consultation. Apparently there was none with the National Joint Action Committee. And in terms of national discussion, also that was absent, which is very unfortunate because when one considers even how the day came into being as a national holiday, that was 1985. Preceding that, NJAC engaged in a number of activities for years involving the population in that process of national discussion. We had consultation and also agitation for the day. It's not that the government woke up one morning, right, and said, okay, we'll declare this day, Emancipation Day. It was preceded by a process, as I said, of national discussion, consultation, and agitation. So that if one, as I said, in this case now, contemplates some kind of change there, some kind of, we felt that the similar process, should have taken place. So that is one concern that we have.
Well, I'm watching the Prime Minister's remarks here on The Guardian, page 6. He went on to say that emancipation in Trinidad and Tobago is a result of the emancipation of slaves. He went on to say there's no comparison between slavery and any other form of human indignation. And we are descendants of slaves, he says. We have a duty to preserve our history, our legacy, and make our claim without apologies to anyone. Do you believe that consultation would have made any difference? And more so, well, I would imagine based on what you're saying, yes. I'm suggesting yes. I gather you're saying yes. But what differences really in real time? What suggestions would have probably been brought to the table if indeed consultation was part of the process?
Definitely, we think that the question of the further psychological transformation of our people is very important because even though, yes, the day has been made a public holiday, but we think we still have some distance to go in achieving what ought to achieve. For example, one of the concerns that we have in this case with a move like this is that we have to be careful whether it can run the danger of reinforcing a misconception that exists in the minds of many still up to this day, where many people relate to Emancipation Day as a one-day affair, as just an occasion, where you still have people making reference to like my emancipation clothes. So people may buy the clothes, wear it on that day, and then just hang it up in the wardrobe to take it back out next year, wash it, and press it, right? And we need to go beyond that, right? Emancipation food, things that we need to go beyond that. And this question of understanding the wider concept of emancipation is important. So in engaging in national discussion, a lot of these issues would have been brought to the fore. And therefore, it would have added to the whole process of education is also important. So it would have added now a plan, some program in terms of adding or enhancing the education process.
And as you mentioned education, I want
to... Tommy, I have to ask this question, right? What are the economic outcomes for Black people now that Emancipation Day is changed to African Emancipation Day? How does that improve Black people's life economically?
That's a big question.
I guess we have to wait and see. Is that what it is?
You want to wait and see?
Oh God. I'm asking you the question. I'm asking you the question. All right, let's play this voice note. Hold on.
Good afternoon, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy again. Mr. Washington, anytime you come back in Trinidad, even Tommy, take a trip in Tagarigua in the Hartsgrung, and you go see that sweet aquatic center and cycling village room. And yes, it was built under the People Partnership, and the Rowley government and them had a close. Just passing in the bus route and watching that, I never seen that nowhere in Trinidad. It's perfect. You could see the tennis court, it had the swimming pool, it's a stadium and all too to play international football and hockey and cycling and stuff. Real beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that.
That's news to me too.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about it.
And they didn't do, and is that the same one that they were complaining about? There were no change facilities?
No, that is Etihad Grounds itself.
Okay.
The one who changed facilities is Etihad Ground himself.
What is he talking about? Etihad Stadium, he said?
He said there's a new stadium.
Where? In the same area?
In Tagariqua. Yes, Tagariqua.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me a picture, Caribbean Soul. Send me a picture. Hold on. Let me get back to the chat quickly here. I have a next video I want you all to listen to. Hey, look at Akira come on. Akira come. Hi, baby. Yeah, Akira, welcome. Akira, you all understand?
Good afternoon, Akira.
Coming on Sunday, talk with Lovey. Oh God, Troy Smith answered this cricket academy is another kickback by the PNM government to fund the building of Balize House. Oh God, Troy. Rishi says, I went to Germany and they have a steel pan museum, a good 40 by 40, not a small one. That's a shame, right? Yeah, it's a shame.
Wow.
In our own country, we don't have a pan museum.
That should be something that people travel from all over the world to come to see.
All over the world. That
should
be a tourist attraction.
I mean, you don't have to be no rocket scientist to figure that out, you know. And some things just, it plays on my head and it upsets me to the point where I don't even want to talk about it. After this long, man, I don't know what kind of governance we have in this land.
To me, it is sad. Fox Islam have on an African outfit. Fox Islam, you should change your picture after you ride this with an African outfit. You should change your picture. Change your picture, Fox. African emancipation, they make sense. The white slaves who had black masters will understand. They will understand, right? African emancipation. Fox, please change that picture without the African outfit. Change it. You have to change it. You know, one of the start to think for yourself, boy. Everything, boy. Everything.
Just lap it up.
Everything, Tony. It's not like
just lap up everything.
Everything is like everything, you know, boy. They're like sponge.
You heard what the gentleman just said there on Jason's program?
Yeah.
No consultation was done with them. None whatsoever.
None. And you know what, boy?
You know why? Because our leader is a bully, is a tyrant. He has dictatorial attitudes.
Correct. And you know what it appears to me, Tommy? Like they went around Trinidad and they showed red sponges. Red sponge. And them red sponge, whenever, right, the leader get out something, them just take out the red sponge and just, everything. Yeah, what do you say? I opposing everything. We just oppose everything. We oppose everything.
What you do is how you do it.
Yeah, we oppose everything.
Not just that.
You mean you couldn't even communicate with NJAC and the Emancipation Day Committee? Here's our next video for you, Fox. Take off your African outfit now to listen to this one. Take it off. Listen to this.
And put on your thinking cap. Think for yourself.
And put on your thinking jack. Your thinking jack. Yeah, let him put on his thinking jack. Yeah, put on your thinking jack. Listen to this. You know, Fox, we don't have no time today, but I go play a video for you called Internalized Oppression. Many of you, our PNM, are suffering from internalized oppression. Listen to this. Listen to this, Fox. Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, wow. Tommy, you see, boy? Let me see if I have that video on my thing here. You see what has happened, Tommy, boy? Just so you know.
Wow.
The video decided not to play. Let me see if I have it here. Okay, here we go. I think I have it.
Recently profiled the relevance, really getting folks to understand that it is more than a day. How does one start the process for that to become a reality?
All right. NJAC started that process in 1995, with the internationalization.
96.
96,
Yeah.
where we engaged in this whole campaign of the internationalization of Emancipation Day. In fact, speaking about that, I should mention, let me mention, major concern we have with part of the Prime Minister's statement. And if I could quote him, he said that he explained that the specificity was necessary, as he has observed at the international level, that there are other people attempting to climb on the emancipation bandwagon and are attempting to add appendages to it. We would have liked to get some further insight and detail on that. What do you mean by the bandwagon and what are these appendages? Because since 1996, we engage in what we term a campaign or a thrust for the internationalization of emancipation, because we felt that the concept of emancipation is a global concept, and therefore we started in Barbados. A delegation was sent to Barbados. We approached CARICOM to have the CARICOM countries observe Emancipation Day officially. We went through to North America, as far as the continent of Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and so on. Since then, you have had most of our CARICOM nations observing Emancipation Day. Even in Ghana as well, it is observed. Canada, most recently, also officially, observed the day, right? So we felt that is an important part of that process.
Let me ask something, and I guess Mr. Chairman, you could add to that, because what I want to ask, there was the changing of the name itself. This came to your knowledge via what, the public domain, like everyone else. You had no idea. There was no consultation at all.
No consultation. In fact, I got a phone call.
Wow.
Because unfortunately, I was not able to witness the post-cabinet conference. So it was later that evening, someone called me and mentioned if I heard the announcement.
So there's no rapport at all? I mean, you're also a political leader. I mean, the Prime Minister is a political leader. And from what I remember, if my history is correct, wasn't he also part of NJAC at a point in time? His first foray into the politics was on your ticket?
Yeah, but somehow he did not see the need for whatever reason to have that consultation, which I say is very unfortunate.
Let me get some closing remarks.
You hear that?
Yep.
Foxy, where you? Where Fox gone? Fox, I think like Fox jump over the fence, boy. Fox, where you? Yeah, no consultation. But listen, let me go one step further. Let me listen to Kafra Cameron. And we could finish up with it. Let me listen to Kafra Cameron.
Of Regional and Pan-African Affairs of the Emancipation Support Committee joins us. Good evening, Mr. Cambon.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Cambon,
thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Mr. Cambon, how do you view the Prime Minister's announcement that Emancipation Day is to be called African Emancipation Day?
Okay, well, it is something that we heard was in the works. We ourselves, as the Emancipation Support Committee, had not requested it. But you know, it is the Prime Minister's prerogative to do that. But there's a reason why we have not, for all the years, the decades that we have been organizing the Emancipation Commemoration, we followed in the footsteps of those of our ancestors from way back in 1838, who were first able to commemorate and celebrate their emancipation. And we also follow in the footsteps of early pioneers in the 21st century, in the 20th century. People like Muzumbu Lazar, he's one of the main figures. He's a person because he is the one who brought that commemoration into the 20th century, and that was so. In a sense, we did not feel any need to have anything attached to the name because it was very, very clear to everybody, based on the whole history behind it, and based on all the education that went with it, that what we were talking about was the emancipation of Africans based on a declaration in 1834, which came into effect in 1838. You know, because you had a 4-year period of what was called apprenticeship, 4 to 6 years, 6 years in some cases. And as a result, we did not see the need to talk about African Emancipation Day, even though the day is about the emancipation of Africans. And I don't think there has been any confusion in the society about it. You look at what happens on Emancipation Day and you see most of the people, by far, who come out for the commemoration are people of, you know, people who are Africans from the society. And like all national holidays, because whether it is Indian Arrival Day and you have Africans participating, you have Emancipation Day, and people of Indian descent, other people in the society, wherever they come from, you see them participating. But everybody is very conscious that they are there because of the historic event of the emancipation of Africans. It has never been in doubt, so there has not been a need to come and say, well, African Emancipation Day.
So
I'm sure as a journalist you have been to the activities before Emancipation Day, that lead up to Emancipation Day. You've been to Emancipation commemorations on the day itself, and you see the response to it, and you realize that the people who are into it, heart and soul, the people for whom it is part of their DNA, are the people of African people.
So do you think that this change will make any difference at all, whether, you know, in the psyche of the people of African descent or the population at large?
Well, any change of name raises questions in people's mind. Why the change, you know?
Well, the Prime Minister said it was to ensure that there was no confusion, as has been seen in other countries where there is, you know, a blurring. So it was just to ensure that there was no confusion.
Well, I have been involved in this for several decades. And from the very beginning, even before there was an Emancipation Support Committee, and the emancipation became a major celebration in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is from the 19th century right to now. And there has been never any confusion that I am aware of in terms of what the day represents. It represents a day to commemorate the freedom that Africans achieved back in the 1838, you know, on August 1st, 1838. And I stress 1838 because even though the declaration was made in 1834, you know, but it gave another period of what was obnoxiously called indentureship. It means that they just really extended our servitude under apprenticeship, sorry, I said indentureship, apprenticeship, sorry. So they just extended a period of servitude under a different name, you know, and therefore we don't recognize, just as our ancestors did not recognize Emancipation Day until 1838, when that what was called apprenticeship, which was the extension of of enslavement ended. So from August 1st, 1838, it was called, it was recognized by us for the first time as Emancipation Day. And from then until now, you have had it commemorated as Emancipation Day. There was no need then to say, well, African Emancipation Day, and you go back through the records, and you would see that it was never identified as African Emancipation Day simply because there was absolutely no reason to identify it as such. It was quite clear who was emancipated. It was quite clear who was taking it. So, and that's why we have stuck to what our ancestors did before us, and we continue in that tradition.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cambon, for sharing your thoughts with us as it relates to this name change. Thank you.
There you have it, Tommy.
You know,
precious.
You know what, Walls? This guy is a genius. The guy who came up with the word African Emancipation Day.
Yeah, he's a genius.
He knows how to create distractions and have everybody focus on things that are of no importance or significance. For the mere reason that there are other pressing issues that needs immediate attention. He can now create a distraction and keep you away from that. And by the time you get around to that, it will be blown over already, and it's time to move on.
Tommy, you are so correct. You are so correct. From that one press conference, he put out African Emancipation Day. He put out he going to Ghana and India. He put out about two things he put out. You understand? So you are absolutely correct. Full 100. Full 100. Yeah, you the nail on the proverbial head.
Yeah, but there are other pressing issues like the babies dying, like the baby who got her head sawn off. There are so many things.
You're right. You're right, Tommy. You're absolutely correct. You're right. And we get distracted too.
Yep. That's the mission. Mission was accomplished.
And Tommy, here's what I said. I want to talk to Fox Islam about internalized oppression. Here's what he said. What have Kafra Khanborn did for the African communities? Right? You see, when I talk about internalized oppression, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Ask Prime Minister Rowley. He's the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. What a budget I did. What has Prime Minister Rowley did for Lavantil? Get him a pool, Fox. Fox, let me put this up for you. I like Fox and them, Let me put this up quickly here, Tommy. And I have two voice notes I have to play. I'll play them.
You see who's capable of doing it? Who has the power to do?
Correct is right. Correct is right,
Tommy. If you have the power to do, what the hell can you do? And if you do have the power to do and you do nothing with it and just create smoke screens and distractions, what are you? What are you really doing? What are you accomplishing? Anyways.
Correct is right. Fox, here's the question, Fox. I'll save it for you. I'll save it for you. Fox, under the RPNM, where's the economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion, and access to capital for Black people and Black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago? Where is it, Fox? Where is it? And here he comes again. Lavantil is not the only Black community, but Fox, Lavantil West and Lavantil East is two of the three communities that have never, listen, Fox, listen, have never
supported anyone.
Never, ever voted for another party. And it's two of the most dilapidated communities in Trinidad and Tobago. Deny that, Fox. Deny that. Deny that. All in denial, All in denial,
There's one other community that never went away from the PNM. Sando East.
Yes, have never forsaken the PNM. Never. There's been improvement in San Fernando East because I was Patrick Manning constituency, correct?
That's correct.
and he was the prime minister. Yeah? Folks, look. All they think is them other program where they just go on them other program and all they come and talk, or they could just come and talk just and Foxy, talk. No. We just had the facts waiting. Let me play these two voice notes real quick here before we go. And we had more, We have more, But like we need to do 6 hours. I'm gonna play this voice note here. Hold on.
Anderson and the beat crew, large up all yourself. KFC and the El Sicuro crew, large up all yourself. Kingsley and the Lavantil crew, large up all yourself. PNM people and the Duncy Head crew, do large up all yourself. All the positive people, good Sunday. Foreign program bringing knowledge to us. Listen, learn, and understand. Wall Street and Uncle Tony, Dr. Rowley like African Emancipation Day, but Rowley had the Indian and them in the highest position in the government. All them Indian and them the biggest at a contract. Here establishing the breakfast shed. Here establishing the mall what burned down over there, the drag mall with black people used to do little craft over there. He ain't interested in them things. He ain't interested to developing the marketing in African people. But he like African emancipation. Put our African people as the Attorney General. Put African people again as the President. All them Hindu and them he choose.
One more voice note here. Let's take this one. Yeah, boy. Hey, Caribbean Soul send me the document, but we go put it up tomorrow of Caribbean Soul.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy again.
Let me take this one. Yeah, KFC. We have 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street. Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy. I'm like Dr. Rowley, he's a science man, you know.
Yeah, he's a science man.
Yeah, he's a head man. All the problems and the tribulation the people going through, come and show the African emancipation. Everybody go focus on that now.
Yeah. Yep.
He give you some dialogue and he good. You know how to fool black people.
He's real good. He's
a boss.
He's a boss.
Yeah, he's a boss. I know they crunch time, man. All about good, man. Yeah, love.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
He's a boss. Let me finish this voice note here before we go for the quick break.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy again. My mistake, the Aquatic Center and Cyclone Velodrome is in Cuba. The one in Tagarigua is a national tennis center. Yeah, so I will take my wrong for that.
Full 100, man. That's how we just do it here. That's how we just do it, you know? Yeah. All of we just make mistakes. Tommy, let's go for the break. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshid, and you. We'll be right back after this. Nah, folks, don't burn down Port of Spain. We don't want that. We don't want Port of Spain to burn down. That's the last thing we need. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up we PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost the hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams. Tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell. Wake up mother corn hawks. Tell she to cast a spell on we party. Not what it used to be.
And of course, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are here every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And we bring it real, straight, and facts, not fiction. And we promise we will not mislead you. We'll give it to you straight. Some of you may not like it, but we want you to have information. Information is key. And when you leave here, you will have some edification. Yeah. We made that up. Edification. I'm gonna read this thing somebody sent me here to me. People that be sending me all kind of thing. Hey, Walls, do some research on Ulrich Cross. A movie was made on his life and participation in Ghana gaining its independence. Look at the Ashanti King at the time involvement in that effort. Okay. Just so you know, partner, I have had association with people in the Ashanti Kingdom. Just so you know. Close. I have had. And I can tell you, based on that last visit that the Prime Minister made to Ghana, that Trinidad and Tobago have not seen any benefits as yet from that visit, and you're going back again. We're going to make it make sense now, man. Anyway, that was instruction from the leaders from prison burned down Port of Spain. Did it happen? Dr. Rowley started off in NJAC. He woke up with the leaders in NJAC from prison, gave instruction to burn down Port of Spain. Okay. So listen, Kafra Cameron should have had a business plan to access capital for black people. Yeah. You know, Fox, the South African government have a business plan, right? It's called the BEEC, right? Look it up, Fox. Look it up. You go see. Look it. Anyway, Fox.
Man, when I went to Trinidad in 2006, I had business plans. Anyway, I wouldn't even get into what goes on in Trinidad.
What do? They put in the disposable files?
No, they didn't put it in disposable files. I was.
Hold on, Tony. Let me take this one quick. You got a minute, Mr. Florida?
Yeah, taking fast. Already that talk with Fox Islam talking about. What about William Monroe? What he was doing in Trinidad and they're going against it. William Monroe, with the Black Caucus. He was trying to help black people to get a bank and to get institution. They never rent him, man. They know nothing. Kick him off. Soca Monarch, he was the man who come out to that and they kick him off. What about William Monroe? Why they didn't stick with him? All right, Mr. Ansuma, Mr. Tommy, you guys be safe and enjoy your rest of the day.
All right.
You too, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Let me just finish read all these.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Banmeha said Rowley could have bought access to the areas for ESC and Jack to run a radio and a TV station. They have proven their ability in broadcasting, production, Young Kings, etc. Caribbean South Africa needs to emancipate themselves from voting one party called the PNM for years. Fox Islam said Laventel is not the only black community in Trinidad. Mova too. Mova is another black community that the PNM have totally disregarded. Totally. They can't even get water up there. I remember when I lived Trinidad in 1977, they used to ration water. And they're still rationing water today. Yeah. Fox Islam said William Monroe is a fraud. So folks, let me give my closing quote before we go. We had a spirited, fantabulous, splendiferous discussion today. All right. So
My closing quote is, you are heading into a season where you wouldn't be able to stop winning if you tried. You are headed into a season where you wouldn't be able to stop winning even if you tried. From where I said, this is it. The clock on the wall said, that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
My first closing comment is from Warren Buffett. It says, it's better to hang out with people better than you, pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift into that direction. Like I always say, become you the man in the mirror, become the change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you at our next session tomorrow, God willing, from 7 to 10. Pleasant Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, Caribbean Soul closing comment. I have seen UNC help African people, and I support that move. Okay. Bijram says, let Rowley see what Irfan Ali see how we helping blacks in Ghana. Okay. And let me read this last one here, Tommy. The person says, sorry you're missing my point. That was never my intention. Our Cross is a Trinidadian now deceased. His involvement in Ghana gaining their independence was met with pushback by the then Ashanti king. Okay. All right. So, folks, we are out of here, and we're going to go out with our anthem song. You know what that is. You know what that is. And as we celebrate Emancipation Day, not African Emancipation Day. We didn't want no part of that election gimmick. We out of here. Take care.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. An next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're sounding like some goats when they come looking for votes. Sit the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. An next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion. the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.